Hi there, my name is Darren Webber and I'm from Christchurch, New Zealand. We're going to have a look at bringing a software instrument into the DAW, and in this case I'm using Logic Pro X. I've just bought that recently and I really love the look and feel of it. It seems to be quite intuitive. So what I've done here, I'm talking relatively quickly because this is about my third or fourth take on this video and I keep on going way over time, so I'll try and keep it brief this time. I've imported a loop here which is pre-existing, sounds like, and this loop I'm going to play along to. So up here I'm going to bring in a new software instrument track, and it's come up with classic piano. I'm going to change that to a synthesizer and we'll have a ambient lead, sounds good to me. And I'll just change the name on this, Synth 1, just in case I decide to do 30 synths. Now up here I have a count-in, and I've set the count-in for 1 bar. So it's going to be 4 beats long because it's in 4/4. The speed of my piece is at 120 beats per minute, or the tempo. And I also have a click via my metronome here that has been set, so I've got that ready to go. Now check my keyboard. Sounds good. Sounds good. We've got signal happening here, or it shows on our track here, track region, and we've also got our different effects that are already built into the synth. So I'm going to go ahead and record now. There we go. So we can see here I've recorded something on using my software instrument, and also using my MIDI keyboard that I have down next to me. Let's just hear a bit of that. Yep. Let's go from the beginning. Sounds great. Now I can take that beginning bit off the track. There's no reason for that to be there. Now if I come back to where these MIDI events or notes start, if I go down to my piano roll down here, which is already happening, we should see, where's these notes? There they are. Just had to refresh that there. So we can see each of the notes that I played, and see them going past, and so on, back to the beginning. Now when we come to quantizing, quantizing is pulling, you can see this grid within this piano roll here. Quantizing is pulling each of these events or notes to the nearest something that you choose. And the grid is set up. You can change the size of the grid, and there I'll just select all notes. So I want to quantize all of my notes. It might be that you just want to quantize a few, but over here, time quantize, I'd like to pull all of my notes to the nearest 16th. If I move them to the nearest quarter note, you see how far each of these might move. So that would change the feel of this piece quite a bit from what I'd played in, even if my playing was sloppy. So the nearest 16th I think is close enough for me. Strength, the strength of quantizing, the strength of pulling, how much I'm going to pull each of these notes, is determined by this counter here. And if you watch these notes as I move this, so if I move to 100%, all of the start of these events or notes will be right on that line. You can see that if I pull it the other way, they move away to where I played them. So you can see how sloppy my playing was. So I'd like to have, I don't know, around there. I don't want it, if it's right on 100 and all those notes are precisely on each line, we might find that the piece sounds mechanical or very clinical because it's so much on the beat. And as humans, we don't play quite that much on the beat. So, quick listen to that. I like that. It's got a enough movement in there to be humanized, but close enough to be on the beat and to be in time with the piece of music. Very quickly, if I just look at this aspect here, this shows the velocity of each note or each event. So we can see all those there. The higher up they are, the louder I play, or the louder we perceive them, the harder I push the key. So you can see how each note is varied, how much I might have pressed or how hard I pressed each key when I played it. We've got a value of 0 through to 127 possibilities there, and so the higher up they are, the louder it is. If we just listen to this little piece there, you can hear the perceived change in volume as we go da, 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 da. It gets quieter as we go down. That's just part of the human aspect of playing. So we've pulled a software instrument into our DAW. Like I say, Logic Pro X, I'm really enjoying it. We've recorded an event or MIDI into our software instrument, and we've quantized to the nearest 16th note to make that more in time from what I'd played before. We also looked very quickly at the velocity there. I'm aware of time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit more information of how to quantize and use software instruments. Thanks heaps.